Morris, Bryson and Tanner's dad. I wanted to share with you guys some of the protective equipment that I picked out for them. I became familiar with protective equipment the hard way, one injury at a time myself, and for that reason I'm going to start the kids out with as much protective equipment as I can, and if they can't start, if they don't like wearing it, maybe they can discard some of it as they go along. But for starters, I've got just about everything that you can think of. First of all, spine protection. My youngest one, Tanner, he's 9. He's 65 pounds, 4 foot 5 inches, and it wasn't easy finding protective equipment for somebody so small. This back protector is by Forcefield. It's the Flyer. One of the only products really that I could find that was really made for little kids. They've got a great line of products. They're rated for motorcycle protection. This is what's used by the UK Snowboard team and their free ski team. So it's very thin, low profile. It's extremely flexible. By far better than any of the other back protectors that I've had. This is the third one that I've bought. I'm going to have to go back and get one for myself. I just got this for the kids. The next thing is shorts. These are McDavid basketball shorts. They're a lot less padding than what you find on most snowboard shorts. This is what I bought for myself back in the first year that I started. You can see these huge, thick foam panels, very restrictive. You can hardly move in these things, especially when you start learning how to grab and stuff. So I stopped wearing them because they were so uncomfortable. And I went to a pair that's more like this with the, really I think it's designed for basketball. The next thing is wrist protection. These are by Dakine, and they're low profile. They fit well under the mittens, under gloves, and they've only got one brace, so they're still kind of flexible, which I think is good for the younger kids. You don't want too much rigidity in here in the forearm area because, from what I've read, that can induce fractures. Next, I got these Rollerblade brand knee pads. These are the knee pads, and then also elbow pads as well. And mainly because I want him to be able to really push himself on the boxes. It's not fun falling on that stuff, and if you're not getting hurt, you'll continue to have fun and continue to push yourself to the best of your ability. These are for shin protection. There's a little area above your boots and below your knee that's real vulnerable when you're starting to get on rails, and you don't have any flesh there. So this is the same material as is in the shorts. I think these were actually for forearms. I got them at Dick's Sporting Goods in the football section, and I just cut them down to fill that section of exposed shin between the tops of the boots, and in this case below the knee pads. And then last but not least, of course, the helmet. And I'm going to show you how this fits on Tanner, because the first year that I bought a helmet, I didn't know what I was doing, and it didn't fit him, and it probably wasn't doing him as much good as it could have. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this on Tanner and let you see what it looks like when he's wearing it. Also, I'll give you a close-up on these different items. Okay, so here's the back protector. You can see it's very flexible. You can flex it with one hand. Low profile. Really better than any of the other back protectors. In fact, one of the things you'll see, this is what I bought the first time around, and it's really for BMX and mountain biking, for downhill. It's way overkill for snowboarding, in my opinion. Maybe not for border cross. that might come in nice, but if you're going to do freestyle and you're spending a lot of time in the park, all this fabric and all this protection slows you down. It makes it hard to move, to counter rotate, and so on. So this is actually what you're going to see. Most of the stuff on the websites for advertised under snowboard protection looks like this, and a lot of times the kids aren't going to like it. It's just too uncomfortable. So back to this, you can see the difference. Nothing to it, and it protects the spine, which is really the main concern. Everything else will heal. Spine, a spinal injury, that's a little more serious. This is the shorts. You can see the pads real low profile. Kids that are less than 100 pounds, and even bigger kids, you don't really need a whole lot. It's enough to buffer any kind of hits on the rails. There is a little bit for your tailbone, or right there, tailbone protection. And then really the spine protectors also extend down below your tailbone as well. These are those wrist guards. You can see it's got the brace. It's an aluminum splint there, and then on this side there's nothing. So it's definitely going to be better than nothing. It's going to prevent some wrist sprains. But this is the pad that I cut down to make it the right size. Fits over the top of his boots real nice. Elbow guards. You can see they're just lightweight, small, and then knee guards. So I will get Tanner dressed up and give you a look at what it looks like when he's wearing it. Okay, so I threw Tanner up on the counter so that I can have some light up here without having to crouch down, and he's going to be my model. So you can see right here, this is where I put that padding to protect his shins. So it comes right to the top of his boots and down up to his knee pads. Knee pads fit nice. They're again rollerblade brand, so they're really kind of flimsy as far as knee pads go. This is I know personally I've had some pretty good Charlies coming down on rails, so that's what that's all about, rails and boxes. And these are those Dakine wrist guards. You can see it snugs up nice. They come in very small sizes. He still has mobility. This is the front end of the back protector. This straps around your stomach, and it's a suspender style. Elbow guards, and then I'll go around back. The thing here, this material is heavy pad, and it comes down and it actually overlaps with the hex pad that's covering his tailbone. So it's kind of double protection right where you want it. I'm going to have him come on down. Okay, Tanner, so is that comfortable for you?
Yeah.
All right, can you, are you able to pick your knees up high like you're doing a grab or something?
Yeah.
It feels flexible. Go ahead and bring your knees up to your chest. Okay. Go ahead and turn around. Stop. There you go. There you go. And turn around a little bit more. Good. Okay, turn all the way around to me. Great. Okay, so one last thing about the helmet. I wanted to show you that a properly fitting helmet will lift up just a little bit of, you'll see his eyebrows maybe move just a little bit as it breaks away from his head. You don't want it so tight that you're pushing down and it springs up on its own. It needs to be comfortable. But the first time I bought a helmet for Tanner, there was a lot of space between the helmet and his skull, and it just won't protect as well that way. So I just wanted to point that out in case anybody's going through the same thing for the first time like I was. One more thing I forgot. We're back with the mouth guard. The mouth guard is widely accepted as reducing concussions on impact. This one is, in most of them, you boil to achieve a good fit. Junior size, it's available at any sporting goods store. So just one more thing to keep in mind if you want to go the extra mile in keeping their brain safe. Thanks, buddy. We're done. Okay.
Bye-bye.